Well, good afternoon, Winnie. Thanks so much for having me here. Delighted to be here. I understand you know just a little bit about coaching. You said you've met with another one. Tell me what you know so far.
Well, I really don't quite understand the process of what happens. I have a general idea. I mean, my boss didn't tell me anything, just like get a coach. Mm-hmm. So I don't know if anything is wrong or what the story is. They just said, get a coach. So I'm not sure, like, how do you work? What's a coach? And, I know football coaches. And
Sure. Happy to take you through that process. Why do you think your boss asked you to work with a coach?
Well, I've been here 6 months, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know a little bit of my background.
I know that.
I came in as the VP of sales. I was recruited from another company, and I think my presentation skills were excellent. In my previous company, I got awards.
Mm-hmm.
I gave presentation skills to like 500 people, 1,000 people at sales meetings.
Mm-hmm.
I'm really, really good with the slide deck. I've got great structure, and I come here and did, and it's a smaller company, it's a smaller group, and I did the same thing. The last 2 presentations, nothing.
Mm-hmm.
And my boss says to me, you did a lousy job. You need to fix this presentation.
Mm-hmm.
So, I have no idea, but I know I've got one coming up in September. I'm not feeling too comfortable about that presentation. So I'm not sleeping at night. I have my cold sweats.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So that's all I know.
Okay, good. Well, let's focus on maybe what we can accomplish today. One is I have great news for you.
You do?
Coaching is a very successful
promotion?
process. No, I can't give you that.
Okay.
But coaching is successful. We don't work with anyone in an organization who's not an asset to the business. Just don't do it. Okay.
I don't feel like an asset, they're telling me that I stink at presentations, and I think I'm darn good. I mean, you want to see my slide deck? I mean, it's really, state of the art structure, A, B, C, the way that I was trained to do it.
Mm-hmm. Okay, great. And it sounds like it worked for you in the prior company.
Yeah, I got awards.
Okay, that's
it's just here. I think it's Podunk, and
right. And one of the things that we learned through the coaching process is that behavior that works in a prior organization or culture doesn't necessarily map to the new one. So some things that work in some places don't work in others.
And maybe
and
my
you may
boss
be
needs a
experiencing
coach.
some of that.
My boss needs a coach on because I came from New York City and this is Ohio. So just maybe he needs some. Maybe you could do that, and maybe we could have a 3-way discussion with my boss on how to do that.
Yeah, that's always a possibility. But for today, really the focus is on you and how I can best help you in terms of coaching. So what I'd like to accomplish today is really give you as much information about the coaching process and put you in a place where you can make an informed choice about who you would like to work with.
Okay.
Does that sound fair?
That's fair. That's
okay.
fair.
Terrific.
Yeah.
Okay.
So tell me about you and how that works.
Sure. So I'd be happy to tell you about me. Let me talk to you a little bit about the process, and maybe the number one thing you need to know is pick who you're comfortable with.
Mm-hmm.
Right? You're going to meet lots of capable coaches likely. Okay. And we come in all shapes and sizes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And the important thing is pick somebody you're most comfortable with, because it's a very intimate and close relationship. There's a confidentiality.
Yeah. What we talk
associated with
about
that.
confidential.
What we talk about is confidential unless you give me permission to share it out.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to want you to share some of that out. But before we do, or I share it out at all, we're going to agree on what that messaging is. And that's going to be a very important part of your ingredients for success.
Mm-hmm.
But unless you and I talk about it and you give me permission, no content of what we talk is shared. Okay? However, I do share out process, right? I am obligated, by the organization, since they are paying me, to report out on the process.
Okay.
So I need to report out on, yes, we've started, yes, you're going through assessments, we've conducted interviews, we're working on a plan, things of that nature. I can also make general observations about your level of engagement, observations about the company that might be helpful for them to help you be more successful, and I will do that.
How often are we supposed to meet?
That's up to you and your schedule. But in the early going, we want to meet a little more frequently.
Okay. Well, I have this presentation in September, so
Okay, terrific.
it's only a month from now, and I frankly, I mean, if our conversation is confidential,
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Mhm.
I've been wondering whether I should go back and talk to the recruiter if I go back to my previous job.
Mhm.
You know, I uprooted my family. You know, we're in Ohio now. The kids, we moved from one school to another. The kids are good. They like it. They joined the swim team.
Mhm.
You know, the only glitch is my husband is without a job. He's unemployed, and I, don't want the company to know that. So,
Mhm.
but maybe it would be better to go back to New York. You know, that's an issue for us.
Mhm. Sounds like you have a lot going on the personal side.
Yeah,
Mhm.
you know, yeah, it's not easy.
Mhm.
You know, it's just my husband's a couch potato right now, and not helping. It's not
Mhm.
helping at all.
Mhm.
It's really tough.
And so how's this impacting your work in terms of?
Well, I'm working 10, 12 hours a day, nonstop. I'm delivering for the company. I'm selling. All's good. I don't understand about this presentation stuff.
Mhm. Mhm. Are you open to the notion of considering that a change in your behavior may help you be more
Yeah,
successful
change
in
my
this new
boss
environment?
to understand what I bring. You know, they brought me here for a reason, to bring new ideas, I think.
Okay. Right? And so, we can always work on others, right? But we don't control others, right? The only thing we can really control is ourselves, right? So, and coaching is very personal. This is all about you. And I'm here to make you the most successful executive and leader possible, okay? But I need your help, okay? And I would need your commitment to be able to work on yourself. Do I have your permission to do that?
I don't know what that means. What does it mean?
Are you willing to look at yourself and get a good self-assessment of what you bring to the table and things you might need to do differently in order to be effective?
I don't know. Yes, because I mean, the most important is if you can help me determine if this is the right company or if I should go back to my other job. That, I think, is the key question.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So
I mean, the other thing I can't tell you, but the other thing is they promised me in 6 months that they're promoted to the SVP role with a raise, and 6 months have come and gone. The guy doesn't look like he's leaving, so I think the company sold me a bill of goods, and they're not willing to accept my new ideas. I'm bringing new ideas. It's all about change, and I don't think these people are ready for change. I think I made a mistake in coming here.
Okay.
So, if you can help me either figure out how to change things or get out of here, that's...
Well, I tell you what I can do. And one of the things we know is wherever you go, you take yourself with you, right? So when you do that, sometimes people find that the same issues that they have in one place, crop up in other places. Sometimes they're different issues. Okay. So for you, I can't speak for your boss. I can't speak on the commitments that have been made. I'd be certainly willing to help you explore and evaluate and clarify your thinking around making a decision that's right for you, whether to stay or go. But specific to coaching, it's all about improving your effectiveness. And you have a great opportunity when you're encountering obstacles or issues in an organization to expand your capabilities so that no matter what decisions you make in life, you're forever better.